Listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl, and that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it. Okay, and I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here. Okay, you put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey. Okay, your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin pocket, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISOT down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Did you miss me? I'm a lady, and then sign some autographs. She'll boing boing. Varnell man. What's going on? Listen, I'm super excited about being in the studio again. In the studio. We're in the studio. Okay, don't worry about my puffiness, because Lyric has to put pictures up on the wall. What's going on, everybody? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? We're back. We're back. If you're not a member, then honey, you just missed our Love and Marriage Huntsville live that we had. Girl. I'm gonna give y'all a second to come into the room. Because I feel like, you know, I could give y'all a little bit longer. Did y'all see me at Niecy's wedding this weekend, y'all? Y'all gotta go look on my Instagram. It was amazing. It's my friend forever now. I'm not gonna do it. But when she walked down the aisle, bitch, okay, it was definitely like, collect yourself. Don't cry. Because girl, the tears were welling. Yeah, I've already done a tutorial on the website. If y'all go and look through my videos, you'll see it there. Or you can just search BondyBlue Show. You know, it's in there. It's on my videos. I've done it already. It's really not that hard. It's not letting me be a member. I put my card for it, took, then sent a message and sent it back. We're going to have to see what's going on. If y'all are having issues, shoot me emails. Y'all need to text me. But everybody who does not have my personal information, because you should not, let's be cool like that. Yeah, shoot me an email and we'll figure it out, y'all. Y'all know that the website is like a thing. I tested it out yesterday, but I figured out I can do StreamYard from the website. So, you know, I'm going to be doing stuff on the website. So we do need to get that together. But most importantly, I did do some more. I finished Bel Air. I finished watching. So I have to finish doing my notes so I can get the podcast out to y'all for Bel Air. And that will be out on the website, members only. Okay. So I will post it in the forum. Like I post downloadable versions of them for you guys. And I also post them on my actual page. It'll be under you go to the website. Let me show y'all right quick since we in here and we waiting on folks to come in. Okay, hold up. Share my screen with you. Okay, so when you come to my website, hold up, let me take this down. I'm a lady, and then sign some autographs. Shaboing boing. Okay, so this is the website, you guys. When you come up, it says download the app. Download the app if you don't have the app, but you have to be prompted from here. You put your number in, you get a text, it gets you to download the app, and that's how you get notifications from the members, okay, from the community. Hold up, I have to sign in. Let me, okay, I'm signed in. Am I signed in? Hold up. Let me, because sometimes it'll log me in under another thingamajig. Oh, it's gonna act stupid. Just because I'm doing this on a different computer right now, y'all. Just because I'm doing, I have to update the live situation for y'all. Okay. Yeah, it has me signed in as the other name. Hold up, y'all. I'm coming. Because I want to show y'all this since y'all are asking me. But it's really not hard. Yeah. I'm going to show y'all later because it keep doing it. I hate that. Because I'm already signed in under a certain Google, it's going to keep doing it. We'll do it at another time. But there's a whole video up here on my page. All you have to do is go to BondyBlueShow.com. You sign up. If you have an issue signing up, let me know. Okay? But there are just show pages. Like you go to the top of the website, it says shows. Usually if I'm live, you go to the watch live tab to see my lives. To see past lives, you go to live old version or recent lives. We just have to figure out a way to compound it because we have to keep changing where we put them in order for it to work. But for y'all specifically, there is an exclusive content tab that is exclusive content on my website, but it is free. And then there is member exclusive content that is for the members only, okay? The members will receive Bel Air first. Like anything I do, the members will usually receive better. The app link never works for you, no worries. I'm gonna play around with it. How to cancel subscription. You just go to your account and cancel it. You just go to your account and cancel it, love. But you know, if you can't find the cancel button, just let me know and I will cancel it for you. I don't know why the app link never works for you. That sucks. It's a whole bunch of issues, y'all. Sometimes I wonder if it was actually worth the money I paid for it because it's always something. But it is a place that I can be and not have to worry about some of the things that I worry about on YouTube. So it is what it is at this point. But yes, I would appreciate if everybody, if they can, they would sign up for the website because I do put exclusive content there and eventually it's going to all get sorted out. And I don't want to be dependent on YouTube. And if y'all are only following me on YouTube, then I'm basically fucked. So do me a favor. Follow me on the website, okay? No, I don't want to talk about Will Smith. Please get out of my comments, Ray Bay, with anything. We talked about that enough over there. I don't want to talk about any more Will Smith, Jada Pinkett stuff. I am done. I like the forum too. It's my favorite part, along with being able to have a place to give y'all stuff that y'all can watch without it being taken down. Like when we do the watch alongs and stuff, which I haven't had a chance to do in a minute. But y'all, let's go ahead and get into the travesty that is put a ring on it. Okay. I know, but I don't want to hear nothing else about Will, girl. Every time I'm traumatized now. Oh Lord, don't nobody say nothing about Will Smith. I don't care what it is. Unless it's something, like we need to know. I don't want to hear anything. All right. But let's go ahead and get into these notes. So y'all, the episode starts off with the last one left off, which is with what's up? You coming kicking with me? Yes, I sure did. Come slide off to the side. Go slide off to the side on my fuck. Okay. With the what?
I tried to get you with your private situation, so I want to let it
It's all right. It's all right. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? I know the wedding was so beautiful. I was just everything. Okay. But yes, y'all. And Louis was just texting each other because I was like, bitch, now that you married, we gotta do like couples trips. Okay. Y'all gonna be our couple to do these couples trips with. Okay. I can't wait. They saying, hey, Lyric.
Well, now people. Yeah, imagine a Jamaica, you know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
So like,
Bruh. And you know they just be wanting to come back here, but nah, it's like we gonna have to go somewhere.
Oh yeah. I mean, I even do a cruise with them if they want,
you know, I'm against cruises at this time. Yeah, slide out to the side. I want you to be on camera.
You know, we could do a port out of Louisiana.
Y'all know people in chat now, mashing the like. Okay, yeah, come on. Light me up. 300 people in the room. Light me up. Okay, light me up. I'm in the studio, bitch. Light me up. We got the Yeti mics. Light me up. I can see y'all. Light me up.
You can see me.
Light me up. Okay, what's up? Light me up. You coming in the room? Light me up. What's up? Would you guys rate the Sandals Resort? A 10. A 10. A 10. We had our issues, but it was still a 10. The accommodations, the cleanliness, the food, we had butler service.
Like so much shit was at a 15, the 5s averaged out to 10.
I'm about to tell you. Okay? Yeah, Lyric is locking his hair. You're gonna start gaming, Bondy. I don't really game like that. I like The Sims, and that's what I got my other laptop for. So I can't wait to really. I've been doing a little bit of gaming, but not a lot. Like I get in a mode. But I became a Sandals member because I was like, bitch, we gonna be coming back as soon as I get some accommodations made for that day that I didn't get to get because of the plane and all that bullshit that happened. But anyway. Wow, stayed there 3 years ago. The see-through floor was everything. Wow. They just redid the Montego Bay. So if they newly renovated a hotel, y'all should go for sure. Because they just renovated the one in Montego Bay that we went to, and it was beautiful.
So which one had a see-through floor?
I know. Which one has see-through floors? Comment and let me know. Come on, y'all. Let me get into this bullshit. Y'all distracting me. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into Put a Ring on It. LASHAE and I'm trying not to laugh. Niggas say, are they better than the Embassy Suites?
Just pause that and don't even mention it. Can they see you?
Huh? No.
Because I be seeing you move your notes up, like that's blocking something.
No, it's so I can see. Okay, y'all. LASHAE doesn't trust Alfonso. The episode left off where the last one. The episode picked up where the last one left off, which is with LASHAE saying that it's not about the woman who she, damn near assaulted when they were going on their date. No, girl, it's not about that. It was really about how she doesn't trust Alfonso because he's cheated in the past. That's what she said. I said, so from this moment, we understand that it's not the woman. It's not the woman. It's how you feel about your nigga. Correct? Am I to assume that? Correct? Because if that's the case, hold up. If I'm to assume that you understand that the issue is with your man and not the girls, next week, when that girl is about to bop you upside the head with a fucking plate, I'm going to assume that you forgot that fact. Because it seemed like to me you met the right one next week. And I can't wait. I cannot wait. Because I feel like LASHAE is on bullshit. And I don't understand why. First of all, yes, Alfonso, if you like drug dealer type niggas, he is giving you that vibe. He is giving, because y'all know Rick Ross light, out of shape, I'm not gonna work out, but I got money. I know how to dress. I always smell good. You know, I might have a little belly, but my dick poke out bigger than the belly. Okay, so we got it. You know what I'm saying? And I have killed a few people allegedly. So you feel that I can protect you if something happens. These are all of the things that toxic young bitches love about relationships with drug dealers. You want to feel like you that bitch. And you also want to feel like your dude is to be feared and respected out in these streets. Oh, I already know. I'm about to tell you. I was just about to let y'all know that Alfonso is Rick Ross's manager, or was Rick Ross's manager. Either way, he's in the entertainment industry. So we can pretty much assess that all of his Versace has come from the store and that he's purchased it with a credit card. Even though I feel like there's definitely been a time when you probably rolled into the place with a suitcase full of cash to purchase whatever you wanted to purchase. The Versace was real.
It looked real.
It looked real, but yeah, no. I mean, she with him for a reason. Girls like her, that's the number one thing that they need for the nigga to have money and be on, drug dealing girlfriend vibes. And it's not, and I say that because there are a lot of men, because there are a lot of men that have money and they don't give drug dealer vibes. But you want a specific type of nigga with money. And those are the niggas that give drug dealer vibes. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I feel like he basically lets you know that he's going to do what he does when he's out of town. So for you to be getting this upset, I just feel like you're stupid. Either understand that you are in an open relationship with this nigga, or break up with him. Pick one. But we're not gonna keep going through this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, y'all know I keep telling y'all that I feel like a lot of women who stay with men who cheat on them need to just change how they feel about the relationship if you're gonna stay with the nigga. But stop going through Mary J. Blige albums every time he, go out of town or go out and don't answer the phone. Well, you know what he doing because he already told you what he doing. But see, niggas like him, they don't want you to do what they doing. They just want to do what they doing. And that's why I wouldn't say anything. Oh, okay, you done cheated on me 11 times and I still want to stay with you and I still want to be with you? Okay, when you're not answering your phone, don't question why I'm not answering my phone. When you're out in the club, don't think I'm not. Even when you're out making love, don't think I'm not. You're feeling good in somebody's spot, getting high, don't stop. Just don't think I'm not, because I'm going to get it mine. I had to give y'all that little candy right quick. Sorry, y'all. Okay, moving on. Dr. Nicole says that they need to do the work. They need to commit to each other and communicating. And I feel like Dr. Nicole needs some Iyanla about her. She needs some not on my watch about her. I don't see it. I don't see it, Dr. Nicole. I feel like Dr. Nicole is constantly in a space of wanting to like soft talk everybody. And I think it's because she thinks these niggas are abusing these women. So she wants to make sure she's talking to them soft because she doesn't want anybody to get slapped when they get home because Dr. Nicole called him to the carpet for his bitch assness. Otis, Kenneth. I don't feel like Alfonso putting his hands on nobody. He laughed too much. That's also scary as fuck.
She don't seem like the type that's being abused. She seems like the abuser.
Yeah, she's the abuser. Oh, for sure. She's the abuser. And he's always laughing because he thinks the shit funny. He like it because it means that she really want him and she after him. So he liked the fact that Shay is with that crazy shit. He liked that. And I think that they're in that toxic thing that a lot of people, like myself, grow out of because you'll be tired. You know what I'm saying? You get tired of constantly going through, I was your lover and your secretary, working every day of the week. Wrapping your shit up in a scarf and wearing dark sunglasses because you not gonna cry, you not gonna shed no tears. You just gonna burn this shit up, That's what she on. And it's like, it's a repeat. Rinse and recycle. He gets to feel bad. He buy you nice shit. Y'all have a good time. And then you're in the space of, why are you doing this to me? Nigga, why are you doing this to yourself? Is my question. Is how I feel about it. Shay looked happy when Alfonso said that he didn't want to go on a second date. Oh, she was elated. But anybody would be. You know what I'm saying? And he said, you cheat, I cheat. We all cheat. Then it's not cheating. I really wish people would just redefine a relationship instead of, committing to the idea that I can only have sex with one person, especially if you've already committed to the idea that the nigga is not gonna only have sex with one person. Bitch, what are we doing? Y'all just be stupid. Y'all just be stupid. Sitting up there, I want monogamy. No, you don't. You want that nigga. Stop playing. Okay? Because if you wanted monogamy, then you would have left him as soon as he played with the monogamy. As soon as you felt like you couldn't trust him, you would have left him. And you didn't. So I don't want to hear that shit. Change how you feel about it. Either way, we move on. Shorty and Kenneth. He wasn't in the mood to go on a date, so Shorty felt bad for old girl. She didn't think that he was attracted to her either. And this is when I realized that Shorty is with the shits too. Shorty is sitting there acting like Kenneth is the only crazy motherfucker. But when she said that, I was like, oh, okay, you jealous too. You jealous too. And I don't know why. You should let whatever bitch want him come and take him. Yes, bitch. I'm going to give you a warning label first. But by all means, take him away so he can stalk somebody besides me. Okay? So he can stalk somebody besides me because that's what he does. Okay? But she was like, he wasn't attracted to her. And he was like, she was attractive. I just wasn't in that headspace. And this is when Dr. Nicole tells everyone to stop sabotaging their partner's dates because you want them to be able to think clearly when they are on the dates so you know if this is what they really want. Dr. Nicole is trying to get everybody to realize, the masses really, not even just these couples. But Dr. Nicole is trying to get everybody to understand the idea that you could bully and punk somebody into being with you is ridiculous because it's not for the right reasons. Anybody that wants to be with somebody, you want the person to want you. You don't want to feel like you have begged them, that you have blackmailed them. Those of you who don't mind having a person through those means need to go to therapy because something's wrong with you. But in the real world with healthy human beings, you really should only want somebody that wants you back and that is choosing to be with you. And I feel like a lot of these men are trying to take the choice out of the situation. So you got your boy Kenneth over here trying to dox old girl to death to keep her with him. And then you got her, starting arguments and shit, I guess, with him. And I didn't even realize that she was the one that may have started that argument, or that could, the way that she didn't start the argument, I'm thinking back, she didn't start that argument, but the way they made it seem was that they made it seem as if, and this is based off what Dr. Nicole said, she said it as if Shorty may have intentionally sabotaged Kenneth's last date so that he wouldn't be in a good headspace when he went on the date. And I personally feel like that's bullshit. I feel like if anybody was doing that, it was him and it didn't work. I feel like it was him and it didn't work. Okay? But I don't feel like Shorty was trying to sabotage his date. And that's what he thought. He was like, I don't think Shorty trying to sabotage my dates. It's like, no, nigga, she need to be pushing your ass out the door. It's probably reverse psychology. Yeah, I don't want you to go. I don't want you to go. Oh my God, please go. Please let somebody come and get this nigga. Kenneth says that when he and Shorty are in a bad way, she makes him feel worthless. Is that what her intentions are? And I'm like, to me, it sounds like she holds you accountable and tells you that what you're doing is some fucked up shit. And then you like, oh, she making me feel bad about myself. You took a picture of her bank statement. You're wearing a polo and khakis on a date. And I know y'all heard him say good when he was on that date. Everybody that told me that I was, I guess on bullshit when I was talking about the accent. Did y'all hear him say good? And then did y'all hear when Hollywood was talking and Hollywood said girl? Oh, okay. Okay. I just want to check in. I just wanted to check in. You know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to tell y'all when I was trying to tell y'all. Okay? Kenneth Kenneth is not obsessed with Shorty. Kenneth is obsessed with the lifestyle that Shorty can provide. He's a bum ass nigga that wants to keep going through life, not really having to work for his own bread so he can get with a woman that can take care of him. That's why he cooking and fucking. That's why when you see him, he in the kitchen, he's cooking and he's fucking. And usually those things will keep a bitch, okay? Especially if you're a country nigga. Let me tell you something. City girls love a good country nigga. I'm telling you from personal experience. Lyric is like a hybrid. Okay, he's hybrid. Went to school, you know, live around city folk, but they house is across the street from some chickens. You know what I'm saying? But country niggas have a certain level of gentleman-like quality to them that, you know, and New Orleans niggas will have that as well. But New Orleans niggas think they the prize. They think they pretty. You know, they stepping lightly like a woodpecker with a headache. They think they pretty. They think they the catch. And you need a little bit of a country nigga to kind of rough that out. You know what I'm saying? Country niggas will buff that out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's more attractive to a woman, to me. So I personally feel like there's a allure to Kenneth, but Kenneth is crazy. Kenneth is crazy. Kenneth needs to be, honestly, on somebody's like 1, 2, 3, you're going to jail list. You know what I'm saying? I think there needs to be some strikes. Because what he's doing is stalking that girl and getting away with it. Did y'all hear when she explained to Hollywood that he sat around the corner from her job and followed her to her new apartment after she had left him like a thief in the night? She left that nigga and moved to another place. That means she secured all of that beforehand, like she was leaving like an abused woman. And he still came and found her, and some of her toxic ass friends told her that, oh, he wants you. No, bitch, he's crazy. You don't need to be friends with any of those women ever again. If you're still friends with those women, you need to X them out of your life because they're children. Any grown woman will tell you that shit is not cute. That shit is not okay. And you're going to turn around one day and end up fucking dead thinking that it's cute for a nigga to stand outside of your job like Lorenz Tate in a Rain On Me video and wait for you to get off work so he can follow you home so that he can basically bully you into getting back into a relationship with him. So he can continue to make you pay for everything. Correct? Girl, that's the fucked up part. At least Otis over there cooking and paying for shit. This nigga over here not paying for nothing. You can tell because he ain't buying no new clothes. He's still wearing the same shit he was wearing back when he had the job down to the mall in high school. You know what I'm saying? You stay the same size. I can wear these same Abercrombie. Nigga had his American Eagle on.
It was a new hot topic for you.
Not a hot topic. It was Aeropostale. This nigga's shopping at Aeropostale. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't shopping at Aeropostale since like 2006, 2007. That was an after Katrina run. That was right after Katrina. After that, those years were over. You know, niggas wasn't wearing cargos no more. We went back to jeans. Oh, and that was for women. That was switching over to wearing tights with everything. Yeah, that was when we started wearing tights with everything. Right around the time where the cargo and the plaid shorts and all of that shit phased out. Then for women, started wearing tights with everything. Okay? No matter where you're going, bitch, tights. What? Going out for drinks, tights. Going to work, tights. Going to work out, tights.
Leggings.
Leggings. No, because there was a moment where y'all didn't know the difference because the tights are see-through and the leggings are not. And some of you were out in the world and you had them on. We could see your underwear because they had prints on them. Sad. Shorty needs to sneak out of the country. Shorty better get the fuck out that situation before we talking about how she should have left in her perfume tomorrow. Child. Oh, Lord. He dressed like he worked at Verizon. And T-Mobile, bitch. Nah, that's a T-Mobile tee. That's a T-Mobile tee right there, son. I'm telling you, because the people at Verizon, at least it depends on what store you go to, but they be dressing normal sometimes. You go to them fucking T-Mobiles, all them niggas be in there with the same polo and shirt on. That shit was hilarious. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna stop clowning on dude because he on Twitter doing a lot. So I'm y'all stop adding that nigga and then adding me. Like I don't,
He on Twitter doing a lot.
nothing. He talking a lot of shit to other people, but they adding me. He wasn't talking shit to me. Okay, trust me. I done already told y'all. But I live here, so don't be acting. Now he in Atlanta though. I don't think he here. But still, he can come here. I don't need no crazy niggas looking for me out in the streets at the second line. Okay? Dude is a walking Lifetime movie, ain't he though? So I want y'all still to hear what Dr. Nicole said. Every day your partner has to choose you. And I think that's a real thing that you should want. Like, if a person isn't choosing you, then what you doing all this for? Like, that's what's up? You want to bully a motherfucker into being with you? Like, that sounds sad. I'm just saying. Anyway, we move on to Otis and him appreciating the traditional foundation that his date had in comparison to Charlena, who wants to be 50-50. He tries to make it seem like it's about making her life easier, but really it's about controlling her. He says that she plays submissive so she can get the benefits of it. I don't like the way he said that. Like she was manipulating him into doing for her. And it's like, no, nigga, this is what I just finished saying in my Love and Marriage Huntsville video. I don't have to submit to you for you to take care of me. I do not have to give you my autonomy for you to take care of me. And do you know why, ladies? Do you know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because you don't require your man to give him all of his power in order for you to take care of him. I'm just saying, women are out here loving, fucking, feeding, spiritually, emotionally, like we give in every way that is needed of us. You need somebody to help you with your baby mama. You need, like, that's another thing that, you know what? You want to talk about motherfucking Jada? Let's talk about Jada being the trendsetter and you hoes actually allowing for y'all man's previous children to be a part of the family dynamic and stop acting like them children don't exist. Trifling ass bitches. Jada was the first person to love her man enough to allow his ex-wife to come and be a part of the family situation so that the children could not feel that there was a difference in what they were being provided as far as time and attention. She don't love him though. She don't love him though, even though she sat right next to the woman that he didn't want to leave, the woman that left him, and pulled her into the family to make sure that everybody got what they needed. But you're right, she don't love him because women that don't love their men do shit like that. Get the fuck out of here. You women that don't even love y'all men, y'all swear y'all love y'all men because y'all love their dirty drawers, but you don't love them enough to love their kids. Let's not talk about some of y'all. Okay? Child, they made me mad with that. But either way, back to Otis and Charlena and this submissive shit. He wants her to give up power to him. And anytime she doesn't want to do something that he wants to do, or anytime he wants her to do something and she doesn't feel comfortable with it, that's when, oh, now she wants to be 50-50. And I personally feel like if I as a woman can be in a relationship with you and have sex with you and love you and do for you and take care of you without you doing everything that I say, then you can do the same. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. You can do the same. Men are always acting like women are supposed to be bending themselves into a fucking pretzel before the men decide to do what is required. Like, yeah, it's unrealistic if you ask me. It's unrealistic if you ask me. Like, I'm just not doing all that. I'm not. I'm going to give, y'all. Because that's what I do. You can ask this nigga. Babe, do I give? He's shaking his head. Yeah, y'all can't see. It's not abuse, y'all. Because y'all be like, body abuse is lyric. And I really don't. Lyric is one of the most well taken care of niggas that anybody will know. Okay? But at the same time, like, he has to do something in order for me to be that way. Like, It ain't just because he's tall and black, amongst other things. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, my notes are acting weird. Hold up. Okay, there we go. So I don't like the way Otis is manipulating the situation to make it seem like Charlena is being manipulative of him by requiring that he do things for her while simultaneously expecting to still be in charge of her life and say no whenever she feels like it. Okay? 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 All right. So none of the men want to go on second dates with the women that they went on their first dates with. She says that I'm sorry, Shay says, hold on. She says that Shay knew Alfonso wouldn't want to go on another date. Oh yeah, Shay says she knew that Alfonso wouldn't want to go on another date. And it's going to be hard for her to allow him to go through this process because another woman is looking at her man. And I was just like, girl, other women have fucked your man. When are you gonna get past it? Looking at him, going on a date with him, when he been out here fucking all of the girls whenever he want to go out of town. They're the only ones not going on a date because they need to have a session with Dr. Nicole after what she did last episode. She need to go first. So Kenneth puts on his khakis to go on a date with and Shorty actually knows the girl, Maisha, because she was her intern at one point. And Maisha had like, let the best women win. I ain't know, what she said, I'm not a homewrecker, but I do feel like true love should be tested. I was like, it sounds like you want to get your ass whipped. That's what that sounds like. I didn't like her energy. I'm not a bad guy, but I would totally like steal your man, even though we're like cool. It's up to him. It's not on me. All right, piece of shit ass female. I can't. I'm not gonna say that about the little girl. I'm not gonna say that about the little girl. But her energy was real immature to me. Like, that lady, that should have gave you even more of, a want to not press her about her man in this uncomfortable situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just made me look at old girl like, I really do feel like as women, if you have an attitude that if a nigga fucking over you, that ain't got nothing to do with you. And if you have an attitude that any woman that thinks she, can take your nigga, please, by all means, try. I think you always gonna win if you have that attitude. And that's the attitude I have. Because I feel like if you can steal my nigga, he don't need to be my nigga no more. And personally, I feel like you incapable. Like, and it ain't got nothing to do with you. It's about me and him. Like, no, I don't think anybody can just come in and take my nigga from me. No woman is really gonna make me feel like, I don't like the way. No. Now, if you play with me, listen, I'm a Anna steal your ass, okay? Stop talking to my husband as if I'm not in the room before I smack the fuck out you, okay? All right. It's all on you. We watched that scene like 3 times just I loved it, y'all. I can't stand the movies, but that one scene when Anna from with all the Shades of Grey movies, when she got old girl together and was like, stop touching my husband, keep your hands to your fucking self, all right? And it'll be cute. But he also had to keep telling old girl, it's whatever Anna wants, it's whatever my wife wants. Right, I told my husband, bye. If he want to go, then go. And women, honestly, that's how you supposed to feel. Because niggas, you could be sick. He shouldn't know. Okay? Right. If you can come get him, come get him. Nigga, I'll pack him a bag. I'll pack him a lunch. Okay? I'm not about to do this. I'm not about to fight over. What? Man, listen. In my world, I'm that bitch. If you can get stolen, then get stolen. But nobody wants to play those games with me. Me and my mama was just talking about this the other day, child. We choose to be, use our powers for good instead of evil. Okay, like it up. Like it up, like it up, like it up. Hey, Hey Dina, how you doing? Thank you for the super chat. If men, I know not all men, want someone to submit to them so bad, why don't they raise their kids? Because that's a good point. These are people that you can directly tell what the fuck to do. They can't fuck their kids though. that's the downside. They want to be able to dominate somebody in a sexual manner. These niggas is crazy. But I told y'all Kenneth put on his khakis to go on a date with the with the little girl, and I ain't like her energy. We find out when they go out that they're both Geminis. I said, this is not good. That's not good, because that two Geminis together sound like the police. A male Gemini and a female Gemini together sounds like somebody called the police. I don't know who's dead. Somebody might be. Okay. But either way, he liked her energy. He said she was down to earth. She was positive. And she was giving me, she want the dick, 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 she want the dick. She was giving me that she wanted the dick. What? Who wanted it? Her. Maisha? The dick. That's what it felt like. He basically makes this he makes it seem like Shorty doesn't appreciate him. And homegirl is like, you're the perfect guy. You're like the best catch. You're a great catch. And I was just like, oh, is he? Because you've known him all of 5 minutes, bitch. You've known him all of 5 minutes, bitch. But you have determined that he's a catch and Shorty must be tripping. That's what it seemed like she was saying. That's what it seemed like she was saying. And yes, it felt desperate. It did. It felt wrong in my spirit. I'm not even gonna lie about it. But let's move on from there. Otis goes on. Y'all, I was doing voice notes and it just looks bad. I said Otis. Otis goes on his date with the cute little DJ girl. Okay. They go horseback riding. They both had on the same khaki shirt. They both went to the same high school, but have never met. They had a vibe. You know, she's super cute, dimples, no makeup, good lashes. She invites him to a show she's having later on that night because they were really vibing with one another. Excuse me. And he says that he doesn't want to rock the boat with Charlena, but he definitely would like to see her again. And I was just like, okay. But they were giving each other the eye. The way she sipped the cup and looked over the cup, I was just kind of like, when you invited him to hear you play, were you also inviting him to play with your pussy? I'm just saying. I didn't say that. I did. She's super cute. But the way she was looking over that cup, I know when I look over a cup like that, what my look mean. Jamie Carter, thank you for the super chat. Oh, girl is jealous of Shorty. The whole time she living in hell with Kenneth, shaking my head. Boom. Don't even know. Don't even know. So Dr. Nicole talks to Alfonso and Shay. This is when we find out that Alfonso managed Rick Ross. He's in the entertainment industry and he had his titties out in a confessional. And I was just like, oh, he got his titties out. Okay. And then Shay talks about not feeling safe in a relationship because of the times that women have gotten in contact with her, telling her that she needed to get herself checked out because her man is out here slinging dick to the atmosphere. And some girl posted a picture of her and Alfonso and said that he was the love of her life. And when she asked him about it, he tried to brush it off like it was nothing. And then he admits that he was a hoe when the relationship first started off. And I'm like, yeah, that means you a hoe now. He then says that she can't let these little one-night flings he has when he's out of town ruin their relationship. Did you hear what I just said? So at first it was, I only was cheating at the beginning. I was a hoe at the beginning, but now I'm not. Even though it says here that what you said, and I wrote it verbatim, this is what it says here. He says she can't let these little one-night flings he has when he's out of town ruin their relationship. That's what he said. So you're admitting to the fact that you fuck around on her every time you go out of town. And that some of these girls like to follow you home. That's basically what's happening. And when the girls are telling her to get herself checked out, that's because he is out here slinging dick to what? The atmosphere. Everybody can get it. Everybody everywhere can get it. And I think that Shay needs to just admit the relationship that she's in. And if that's what she wants to do, then stop being mad about it. Stop being mad about it. He put a ring on your finger, right? That should be enough, right? Okay, if it's not, then find you a new man, because he's not going to be different. He's not going to be different for you. He's not going to change. He's just, like you said, going to get better at hiding. So I don't know I don't know what she wants. I don't know. I don't know what she wants. Oh yeah, he said that. He said that in a confessional. I was paying attention and watching, making notes. So I caught it. Because the first time I watched it, I did not catch that. Dr. Nicole basically tells Shay there is nothing that she can do to control him, so stop trying. And I love that she said that, because that's what Shay is doing. Shay is like, I'm not going to make it easy for him. It's already easy for him. That's what he just said. All he got to do is go out of town on a job and find some puss somewhere at the club. It's very easy for him. You're not making it easy for him. It is easy for him. That's why it's not you that can really do anything, and it's really him. It has to be him not wanting to cheat. It has to be him not wanting to have sex with randoms while he's on the road and put y'all relationship in jeopardy because that hurts you. But see, I think a lot of women don't realize you can't keep threatening a nigga and then taking him back. You either gonna have to like change how you're reacting to the situation, change how you're thinking about the situation, or take yourself out of the situation. But none of that involves you being able to control that man, or thinking that getting into it with them other girls is going to do anything other than incite him to do that more, because it makes him feel good to watch you want to fight girls over him. So he's going to keep doing it because he likes the way it feels to watch you act the fool. You can tell by all of that giggling and smiling and shit that he does when you do it. Hey, DeQuasia, thank you for the super chat. Shay, Fonzo's conversation with Dr. Nicole was annoying me because Shay kept saying that she would like to have boundaries, but was not specifying what they were. And Dr. Nicole is a great therapist, but a snooze fest. That's why I said she needs some Iyanla about her. We need you back, Iyanla. Please come back. Please come back. Y'all ruined it for us threatening that fucking lady online. I can't stand y'all. Anyway.
This device isn't set up yet.
Oh my God, unplug it. It keeps talking ever so often. Anyway, Otis and Charlena talk about his date, and he doesn't really want to give her any details because he says it can go from 0 to 100 with her really quickly, as if she's the one that loses her shit on him all the time, right? So he's acting like, yeah, I'm not telling her about everything that happened on the date because I've been through this with her before and she's going to lose it. And I'm just like, really? It's her? It's not you, it's her? Okay. Charlena goes on her date with Brent. And to me, I feel like he was withholding information either because he did something with her, the girl he went on a date with, which I don't think so. It kind of makes me feel like he was withholding information to fuck with her head. So when she went on her dates, she would be more worried about him and what he did versus enjoying the date that she was on. I think that's what he tried to do. Brent wants to run, the guy she went on a date with, Brent. Brent wants to run for Congress. So first of all, you guys, you're an intelligent black man. He, tall in his shoulders. He was nice looking. He had a gap, but that don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? He still had nice energy. And when they had the conversation about submission, he was like, I want a partner, not a servant. He was like, I don't even like that word, and you're talking to a man that sounds like he knows he's supposed to be making the money. If he's trying to be in Congress, that's not, a job that doesn't pay. So I feel like this means this is an intelligent man. This is a man that is making money. Hopefully he's a lawyer if he wants to be in Congress, child. But either way, this is somebody who could also rival Otis with the I'm a black man who has my shit together thing. Because see, Otis sees God's gift because he's tall and he's nice looking and he makes his own money. You know what I'm saying? And probably the cooking thing, he puts it on. But he also somewhere deep in there is insecure and fucked up in the head. And that's why he feels the need to control his woman the way he does. And it just gives me abusive. And I don't like it. And I think that he appears to be perfect on the outside, but you gotta look in here. Because even on the picture, in here. Jamie Carter, thank you so much for the super chat. Clearly cheating, not a deal breaker. She needs to cheat back. Boom. Come on, Jamie. Come on, Jamie. Come on, Jamie. Talk to him. Let him know. Let him know. Because that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Nigga, we're now in an open relationship. I don't know what the problem is. You're going to do you and I'm going to do me. And then when we're together, we're together. I don't understand. That's all it is. Okay. Anyway, what else? What else? Okay. But she liked her date with Brent and she was attracted to him. So I was actually like happy about that. Like I wanted her to actually enjoy her date. I didn't want her to let what happened with Otis fuck her up because I felt like that's what his intention was. And I can't wait to see how he responds, you know what I'm saying, going forward as she goes on more dates. Because I feel like that first side of himself that we saw, I think now he's trying to correct that. And I think we're going to see more of it. It's just going to seep out. It's going to seep out. And he's trying to control it right now, but he can't. Like Otis says some of the most disrespectful shit. His energy during their talks with Dr. Nicole were some of the most condescending, ridiculous shit ever. The idea that because you're a man, you know better. You're a fucking chef. And you're talking to Dr. Nicole as if you know better than her. It's the most ridiculous shit. It's the most ridiculous shit. Anyway, Kenneth and Shorty go on their... I'm sorry. Kenneth and no. Okay, so Shorty goes on her date with Hollywood. Okay, yeah. Shorty goes on her date with Hollywood. Hollywood looking all good and stuff. And being all talkative and smiling all hard. But I'm going to just tell you something right now, Hollywood. Hey, boo. I see you over there with your new girl. But if you was really that happy with your new girl, can you explain to me why you and your new girl are still making posts like y'all thought I wasn't going to find better? Why are you still making posts like that? Huh, Hollywood? Now, you know I fuck with you. But you show your card when you do shit like that. There have been times when I have, when people have outright asked you about Ashley and you're very respectful because there's love there still. But you often show that you felt slighted and you're now happy that you get to nanny boo-boo everybody with your new girlfriend on social media as y'all are doing all the TikTok challenges and shit. And it seems as if you might be trying to like rub it in Ashley's face a little bit. That's what it feels like. But honestly, I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. And I feel like if you were really happy, then you wouldn't even have that energy towards Ashley. I think that you would be more focused on what you have instead of trying to draw a correlation between Ashley and what you have now. I'm just saying, I've seen your dick print way too many times this past, month on Instagram with the girl. And then I see the most recent post that I saw, y'all thought I wasn't going to find better. Y'all thought I wasn't going to get better. Stop. You're telling on yourself. That is all. So yes, Shorty goes on her date with him. And this is when Shorty expresses to Hollywood how she's tried to break up with Kenneth so many times. And he, followed her and found out where she lived. And she talked to her friends about it. And her friends were like, my man ain't never come look for me. And it's like, girl, maybe that's because y'all don't need to be together. Sometimes y'all don't understand that God is trying to break a toxic relationship up, but because y'all digmatized and you like being in toxic relationships because it's exciting and you're immature, you're going to sit up there and give this woman this terrible advice. But the fact that she even took the advice to keep him around, and now he's taking pictures of your bank account and your credit card statements. Girl, what? He followed you from you. You moved away from him. And not only did you move, you found a new place. That tells me that you went through an extensive amount of preparation to leave him. All for him to stalk you, find out where you were, and then for you to take him back. Girl, I cannot. I'm
I'm looking at Shorty like, girl, it is not adding up. And I promise y'all, we gonna see more of her crazy as we move on. Because you gotta be some type of crazy for you to even want to be in a relationship with a nigga like this. With a nigga like this. Okay? He said good. I know y'all heard him say good. I just want to say that again. Anyway, so Hollywood says that Kenneth is still messing up, and like a dog, you need to let him go. If you didn't smack his nose and you didn't left him and he's still doing the same shit, you need to let him go. And then he asked, do you love God? Because I love God. I said, not Mary, nigga. I'm excited for the verses though, y'all. I'm excited for that Mary verses they gonna have, child. I will be in there. Huh? I just wanna praise you. I just wanna praise you. Anyway, I'm excited for that. But he did. Do you love God? Like, all right, Mary. Do you love God? I love God. Hollywood's Instagram is Hollywood. What is it? Hollywood goddamn. I can't remember, but just child, you could go in my follows and search Hollywood. It should come up. It's Hollywood goddamn, I think. But girl, it's something to be seen. They talked to Dr. Nicole about their dates. They all will talk to Dr. Nicole. And Otis admits he was attracted to his date, and Charlena is upset because she feels like he didn't share a lot with her. And when she didn't share a lot with him, she got scolded. And he didn't like the fact that she said she got scolded. He basically said her feelings were wrong. And Dr. Nicole tries to get him to understand that how she feels is all that matters. But he's very dismissive of Dr. Nicole. Like, okay, that's not what it is, but okay. If you say so. He did this, y'all. If you say so. Like he did that. He was being very disrespectful to Dr. Nicole. And Dr. Nicole was like, I'm sorry you don't like it, but it sounds like you want me to hold her accountable for feeling a way about the way you treat her, but you don't want to be held accountable about the way you treat her. That's what it sounds like to me. Because he was like, that's all good and everything, but when are we going to talk about the fact that she's always acting like I've done something to her just because she doesn't like what I'm saying? And it's like, well, that's not what this is. And then you even said out of your own mouth, there have been times, well, she'll act as if I've scolded her and I haven't, there are times, he basically admitted there were times that he has scolded her, but the times that he doesn't, he acts as if she had, she still has been scolded by him. And Dr. Nicole then slowly talked to him and was like, so you said out of your mouth that there have been times where you haven't, which tells me there have been times where you have scolded her, which is why she feels how she feels about the way you communicate. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that you don't understand how this works. But if you are talking to someone in a manner that they find hurtful, you have to check your communication. She doesn't have to check how she feels about the way you talk to her. But he was just very disrespectful. And I like when Dr. Nicole said, just sit with it. Don't try to come up with a reason to tell me it's not true. Just sit with it. I'm like, you're a teenager. You're a fucking child. Kenneth takes criticism better. He's probably just as crazy, but Kenneth will be like, you right. Fucking Otis. Okay, lady. Like, all right. Anyway, he thinks he can hold Charlie accountable for what he does, for what she does, but he can't be held accountable for his childish-like behavior. And then he proceeded to call her a child in the confessional, which I thought was so fucked up. I thought that was so fucked up because I was like, well, that reinforces what they're saying. Like, you're trying to say they're wrong, but in fact, you and your reappearing hairline are definitely treating that lady badly because you're insecure. I think that, like I told y'all last week, men like Otis will get with powerful or strong women like Charlena so that they can break her down because that's what they want. It feels like I've done something when I've broken this strong woman down and now she's relying on me completely, even though she's more impressive than I am. And then when she shows herself to be impressive, I get jealous and feel insecure. So instead of being proud and happy of a wife that is amazing in her own right, I act like a jealous fucking teenager and try to shut it down and see it as her not respecting my authority, as if you have authority over her. Because being in a relationship means you should have authority over her. Is that how you look at relationships? You need to go to a fucking psychologist, a psychiatrist preferably, because a pill might need to be, prescribed for him, because that nigga is giving me like disassociative type shit. And disassociative type shit can get really dangerous because they can completely take the love part away and then treat you like a nigga on the street. Okay? Not Mr. Hair Club for Men. Like that other dating show on Netflix. If you need a life coach or a social experiment to check the status of your relationship, why are you in one? Exactly. She seems like she has a zest for life and he's trying to knock it out of her. That confessional had me hollering at the TV. I was like, where the F were you? Because that lady just said that to you. Exactly. He basically just agreed with what they said in the confessional when she said you're talking to her like she's a child. She acts like a child. How? How does she act like a child? Because she did something you didn't like? Doing something you don't like doesn't necessarily mean she's acting like a child, you asshole. Otis gives violent, yes. Yes, he absolutely gives Tyler Perry ashtray bitch. No, that's Kenneth. He's giving Tyler Perry, I have money, but I'm gonna beat you anyway, like a family reunion. Yes. He's giving Blair Underwood. He's giving Blair Underwood in a Tyler Perry film. Okay, when your heart is free, it's easy to make a decision. When your head is clear, peace comes so very quickly. But when your life is turning topsy-turvy and you have no answers for what's deserving, remember these words preacher said to me. He said, keep your head up, don't say you love him. Walk away from all that has hurt you. Find your power, you know you're strong. Make that step and it will help you along. Listen, baby. Okay? You need to run. Let's go ahead and get into Ready to Love. But light me up. Light me up. I need to see it. Light me up. 700 of y'all in here. I'm in this bitch singing and telling jokes. Light me up. Okay? Light me up. Waiting for that mixtape remake. Okay? Bobby, I have never seen someone know the lyrics to so basic. Yo, that's how my memory works. Nigga can't remember shit that happened like last year. Okay? Can't remember nothing, but can remember the lyrics to songs that I ain't heard in over a decade. So Ready to Love, y'all. So y'all know at the end of last week's episode, Sabrina had to come forward. You know what I'm saying? She had to come forward and, bring these niggas to the forefront, Paul and Tori, like it's America's Next Top Model. Okay? And basically, she let Tori know, Tori, you are not ready to love. And we knew it. And Tori felt light as a feather, like a what? Okay, like a what? He flew out of there. He was so happy that it was over. I feel like there are a few of y'all that need to just go ahead and go. Paul, just go ahead and go. Demetrius, just go ahead and go. Sabrina, Dakia, just go ahead and go. Tina said she tried to leave and it made it hard for her. I feel like Joy. Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and say how I feel right now, and then I'm gonna get into these notes. Yeah, I like Joy. I feel like as a person, Joy probably cool as fuck. But the way Joy thirst for Clifton, and not to say that he's not reciprocating, but there is something about her overzealousness that gives me pause. Something about the way she runs and jumps on the man, the way she runs to kiss him, the way she throws her bag on the bed, you know, and he's receptive to all of her energies, yes. But something about it is unsettling to me. And I don't like it. And I feel like it's going to show to be problematic at some point. But what I am going to say is I have a total respect for Joy for the way she handles Dakia and the way their relationship has remained grown and respectful despite them vying for the same man. That I absolutely want to have to both of those women about, because that is not easy to do. It's not easy to remain respectful and have heart for another woman when y'all are basically vying for the affections of the same man, especially when one of them has made it obvious that she's the one, you know, that's going to get chosen in this shit. You know what I mean? It's giving male identified. It's giving that. Thank you, Amani, for the super chat. It's giving that. You could say it's giving that. He's going to play her and she's going to retaliate because she gave it up. Oh, yes, girl. Blue Contacts is still on here. Okay. And she has sunk her teeth into Donovan. Y'all, I knew Donovan was going to show himself as a dick. I knew it was coming. I knew it. Hold up, y'all. Joy is a breath of fresh air, but I'm side-eyeing her. Okay, so you get it too. I'm done with Ready to Fuck. It's giving purely a come-up show. It absolutely is at this point. It absolutely is. But Sabrina and Demetrius talk after Tori goes home, and they talk about how she needs him to give a little bit more. And the conversation was tense because the other women were basically like, you know, sitting there listening to their conversation and watching, wishing they had some fucking popcorn. Carmen and Donovan got a little steamy in the hot tub. Thank you. I didn't know we had any more of these. Thank you. Okay, click. It's giving ASMR. Okay, listen, stupid ass. Carmen and Donovan were in a hot tub, touching and feeling and touching. And he's talking about taking it to the next level. So it's obvious that his relationship with Sabrina is no longer a part of the situation. That's what it felt like to me. It felt like he was basically saying Sabrina ain't that girl. I honestly feel like a lot of the men don't too much. Hold up. I feel like a lot of the men don't like Sabrina as much because she is matter of fact. She's matter of fact, and she's not playing with y'all, and she's not allowing y'all to disrespect her. She's not going against what she wants in order to make y'all happy. I think that when men come into contact with little women, I think they automatically think that they're going to be able to walk over those women. And whenever you find a woman that refuses to allow you exactly to walk all over her, they can't take it. They really can't take it. And it's like, what is wrong? Like, y'all act like y'all don't come into contact with men all day, every day that assert power and dominance in every way. And whenever a woman comes into a room and just won't be silenced to make you comfortable, you can't handle it. And it's just really annoying to me. But either way, she's communicating to him that she needs to see more from him before she can choose him. And he basically feels like that because she has not chosen him, he's not going to show her more. And I don't like that attitude. I feel like when men have that attitude, they're feeling like they can protect themselves from getting hurt by withholding affection. And it's also a way of control as well. If you're with a woman and you feel like she's not giving you the control that you want, you can then withhold affection. So you'll love bomb her in 1 second, and then the next you're being aloof and you're no longer providing that. and it's a way to control her. And I do feel like Demetrius is showing that because you won't really submit to me, I'm going to pull away from you in some ways. And that's supposed to make you run after me and then feel like, well, let me hurry up and do what he wants me to do so that he won't lose interest. But Sabrina is coming at it like, no, I need to see more from you before I can feel safe enough to make that decision. I feel like men no longer want to compete or court women. Y'all want women to just choose you, and then you can show them why they should choose you. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Not really. Like, I need to see some effort before I decide that I want to be exclusive, or I want to say I don't want to date other people. And I also feel like y'all are talking about being exclusive to the other people on this show, but then I bet you any money when the show is over, if you're still dating and he's talking to somebody, he's going to have this conversation with you where it's as if y'all never talked about exclusivity. That was the show. In real life, we were just, dating each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he's going to hold her to that standard. He's not going to hold himself to that same standard. I bet you any money. Okay. But Demetrius saying that just bothered me. And I was just kind of triggered because I was like, the men who I know who feel like that, they want more from the woman because they're insecure. They're insecure as a man about something. And because they're insecure, they need the woman to be overly affectionate and overly loyal and all of this other shit so that they can feel comfortable to give her a little bit of what she's giving to them. And it's like, no. Thank you. Thank you, Kayla. Appreciate you. Let me read some of y'all comments. They don't like Sabrina, in my opinion, because she isn't giving them what they want her. Probably not fucking them. But 3 totally different men having the same pause with Sabrina. I don't know, Bondy. Still keeping my eyes open. But they don't have the same issue with her. They haven't even expressed an issue with her. When did Donovan say anything negative about Sabrina until Sabrina expressed that she felt like he may not necessarily be ready to be in a committed relationship so soon after his divorce? When have they expressed any issue with Sabrina? They only have an issue with Sabrina when Sabrina is open about what their negatives are. Sabrina definitely gives me plotty and BTS sneaky. I think that is what Donovan and Tori were both calling out. They can be bitter and honest, but mutually exclusive. Okay. I mean, if y'all feel like Sabrina is deserving of a side eye, okay. But I just haven't seen what's plotty about this situation. Like, what's plotty about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's plotty about it? Because it's like, I'm dating these men, and there's something about this man that I don't like. There's something about this man that I don't exactly like. But there are other things I like about them. I'm trying to see what could be plotty about what's happening here. Because it's not like she's playing them against each other. She's just communicating how she feels. I do feel like she has an energy that a lot of people don't like. And I feel like it's just because she's in charge of herself and she's not bending to anyone's will. And I think when people see women do things like that, it makes them uncomfortable because they're so used to women bending for other people's satisfaction. And I feel what y'all are feeling about her, but I'm also watching and paying attention to what's actually taking place on the show. And there are other things that could be going on behind the scenes. But for me, it really feels more so like y'all didn't get mad until she was asked y'all negatives and was able to point those out to you guys very clearly and concisely. Right, Monty? They only take issue with Sabrina when she expresses how she feels. If everyone seems to take issue with you and your attitude and your attitude may be it, it's hard to be bitter and honest, though, especially for men. I need a non-bitter man opinion. If everyone seems to take issue to time to look in the mirror. Tori was mad about a game. Demetrius wants to be the damsel in distress. She only asked Donovan, "Are you sure you're ready for a committed relationship after being 3 months post-divorce?" I don't see it. Really, this is me. Really, this is me. You're me right now. This is how I feel. When she jokingly said, "You can go home next," that's the side eye. To me, that wasn't even the side eye. to me, that wasn't a side eye either, because I feel like you pulled that out of your ass to try to make her look bad. That's how I felt about that. We'll get into that though. Carmen is going to coax the ego, and I don't think Sabrina is going to coax the ego, and that's why Donovan is going to choose Carmen. Clifton and Dakia have their talk about him choosing Joy, and they hug. It's bittersweet. They have a conversation, but ultimately it's sad. It's sad to see that they have to have that conversation, and she has to feel that now this connection that I started to have is done. So I can understand how she was feeling. Talk about it. No, the real deal is that as soon as a woman like Sabrina exercises her options, men try to box her in. Ooh. Women always are thought to compromise in ways that some men don't. She knows what she wants and what she is not going to stand for. They have fragile egos. The way Donovan acted makes me think if the cameras were off, you would cuss her out if she said, I don't want to date you anymore. Yeah, you could tell Donovan didn't like when she called out he wasn't ready after the divorce, which is facts and not insulting at all. Sometimes a woman can come across too rigid or not soft, feminine enough, but I really don't know. This show is so far removed from the first season. And see, I don't feel like Sabrina is giving not soft or feminine. I don't feel that way at all, because I feel like that was how she got all of them interested in her. It's because she does give soft and feminine. But the more she gets to know about them, the more she has pause. And because she's saying, I have pause because of this, this, and this, I feel like these men are getting mad because I think they placed her on a pedestal. And so to see that she's being vocal about their negatives, it's making them feel like, well, I put you on a pedestal. How dare you say that I'm not perfect? Like they want somebody to act like they're perfect. And I think women like Carmen will act like a nigga is perfect if it suits her. Yeah, Sabrina is recently divorced, so I believe she is moving with more discernment. She's thirsty for Demetrius in front of Donovan, yet expect him to be totally into her. I didn't get that, Maurice, to tell you the truth. I didn't get that from her at all. I didn't think she was being thirsty. I think she really likes Demetrius and was trying to show him affection so that he would show it back to her. And I think that it's difficult for someone to try to balance having connections with several people in the same setting. But I also saw Donovan climb into the bed with Carmen. So I'm trying to understand why any flirtation between Demetrius and Sabrina is an issue if you can be in a jacuzzi and climbing in a fucking bed with Carmen. Y'all are all in the same house. Whether she's in the room or not, these things are still happening. So why is it a double standard? I feel Sabrina. I am not about to coddle a grown man. That is what their mother should do. And that's not what they should do neither. Maybe unpopular opinion, but the most wanted woman on each season gets the most hate. This year just happens to be Sabrina. You know what? There's probably some truth to that. Even though I feel like Sabrina hasn't actually done anything to make me dislike her. I think Kyra did shit during her season that annoyed me, to tell you the truth. Anyway, moving on from there. Clifton, Joy, Demetrius, and Sabrina are in the jacuzzi, and Joy was pressuring Sabrina to be more affectionate towards Demetrius. It annoyed me. She was like, you nibble on his ear like you did last time. And she was like, I'll do it when I'm ready. Like, that moment was so uncomfortable for me. And I also felt like Joy and Clifton were being loud and obnoxious slightly. Like, everybody's drunk and having a good time, but you can see them as the loud, obnoxious couple. Sabrina wants to move at her own pace because of Donovan, who is getting in bed with Carmen. So I thought it was so funny that at the end of it, he acted like she had no discretion or no thought of his feelings, when in actuality, she was withholding from Demetrius because of her feelings for him as he's climbing in the bed with Carmen. Anyway, Tina showed up the next morning, at the 11th hour, and basically only had a conversation with Donovan. She, out of the men, she's holding something back. I'm not sure what it is, but she expressed that she could not handle her business, her baby, who I think is like 2 years old, and dating several different people at one time. It was just way too much. I also feel like Tina got some shit with her. And that's why even more so it was hard for her to handle this show, which is understandable. And honestly, I don't even like the way Donovan handled Tina, because even though Tina wasn't saying anything, I felt like you're already interested in Carmen, so why not just, hey, listen, if this is not a process you can be in, if you don't have the energy for this, I understand. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It just wasn't right for you. And that's cool. I want the best for you. So whatever works for you, works for you. There should have been an energy. I'm sorry. There should have been an energy of letting her out of the situation without animosity, especially if you're already interested in two other women. So you said. He was focusing on Sabrina and Carmen, so he said. So if Tina hadn't shown up this whole time, that should make you see that she's not really, into this situation. Not an animated snail. You said Carmen looked like an animated snail. I am done. That is so accurate. Joy is low-key messy and more like Carmen, who is male, which is male identified. Let me tell you, I noticed that Joy was being messy when she was upset that Tina was just now getting there. It's like, why are you upset about that? Why are you upset about that? Like, that has nothing to do with you. Y'all are not even vying for the same nigga. So why does it matter that she didn't show up? Talking about, girl, you gonna come here trying to speak to me and you just not showing up? Like, why are you mad? You think I give a fuck about if one of the other women don't show up on the trip? More beef for us. What are you talking about? Like, oh my God. I thought that was so weird. Even though I understood Donovan feeling away, the way he got upset made me feel like you're not as in control of your emotions as you act like you are. And I told y'all that he was coming off too good to be true. Something is amiss in there. Okay. And I think the more we get through this process, the more I'm starting to see it, which is why I'm not mad at Sabrina for how she handling either one of them niggas. Neither one of them. Demetrius is over there actively withholding affection and emotion and attention from her because she's still interested in other men during this process, even though everybody's dating other people. And Demetrius is acting like a fucking toddler when she expresses some type of worry about the time frame that he's been out of his marriage. None of those things are bad. What are we talking about? That's Sabrina saying, I don't know if these things will jive because we're different people and we have to have, our shit has to jive. And if it's not gonna come together and jive and be able to work well together, if it's gonna be an issue moving forward, I have to express that during this process because that's what this process is for. But whatever. Okay. Back to Donovan, he asked if Tina wants to be there, and she says that her connection with these, with the guys isn't strong enough for her to be going through all of this, but she felt a way about him, so she was talking to him. She isn't saying if she wants to be there because I don't think she wants to be in that process anymore. But, he was like, well, you're on, the men are feeling a way about you. The men aren't liking you right now. And she was like, and that's fine. Because she doesn't care. Like that's not important to her. And the fact that you thought holding that over her head was going to do something, I was just kind of like, what kind of grown-ass man tells a woman that he's interested in that the other guys who she's not interested in are going to be upset that she's leaving? It was just very weird to me. And I think that there is more to dislike about Donovan than is being shown here. And even though Tina is giving, sketch vibes, I just think that this process was too much for her. And I just don't think she liked being on the show. And that's okay. I don't understand why everybody is taking her not liking the show process personal, And I know she's not answering phone calls and all of that, which is why y'all need to just let it go. In real life, if a woman you were interested in ghosted you, wouldn't you eventually just let it go? But you're on a television process. So obviously a lot of her disconnect comes from her being uncomfortable about being on a show. That's obvious the girl is uncomfortable. I just don't understand why, Donovan had to have this, just real, catty, nasty type attitude. And he was, he was doing it on a low, but I was still feeling it, y'all. I'm sorry. I was still feeling it. Carmen and Tina talk, and she says Demetrius reminded her of her ex connection. Hold on. Reminded her of her ex. The connection with Paul wasn't what she thought. Okay. So Carmen and Tina talk. Tina says that she did have a connection with Demetrius, but that reminded her of her ex, so she didn't want that. And then with Paul, it wasn't as deep as she thought it was. Donovan is the only one that she really likes, but dating along with her business and her 2-year-old is a bit much. And honestly, I don't understand why, she didn't just say, I'm not ready to love. But she says in that little video she posted on Instagram that she tried to say that, and it was like they wouldn't let her out of it. Paul and Dakia go on a date, and he's love bombing her, and it doesn't feel genuine. When Paul and Dakia were on their date, it did not all of the, if a man can't see how fine you are, if a man can't see how amazing you are, like all of that shit, y'all, I was definitely feeling like, he's lying. He's full of shit. It's disingenuous. I don't believe it. Get it away from me. I don't trust it. That's how I felt about it. But I feel like Dakia is in such a sensitive space because, basically Joy got chose over her. That would, that do something to a woman's feelings. So I just feel like because she's just in this vulnerable state, he's going on a dates with her to keep her on, to stay on the show. Because he's not really interested in anybody else on the show. From what we understand, the way Donovan is in people's comments fighting on Carmen's behalf, they must be together. I don't know. But it just seems like Paul is dating Dakia so he can stay on the show. Clifton and Joy go on a date, and she jumps on him. And I was just like, here she go with this thirst. And then they discuss what he told Dakia about nurturing his relationship with her. I think she wanted him to go into more detail, and it seemed like he didn't really want to. Am I the only one that caught that? Everyone meets up to talk to Tommy. First things first, they talk about Tina popping up right before they left. Carmen says she didn't have a connection with anyone. Carmen, that's not what she said. She said that she had a connection with Donovan, which was the only man that y'all had really in common. So I feel like you disseminated that information incorrectly on purpose. So the idea that you're so secure in yourself and you're not competing with all the other women, I don't know what the fuck Donovan is talking about. I've heard Donovan say that before on the show, that he felt like, Carmen is so secure in who she is and she's never really competing with the other women. I'm like, she does the most shading out of all of the women on the show. As we can see, she does more shading to the women. Like even when she talked about Sabrina's a good girl, but I'm an even better woman. First of all, you didn't have to sun Sabrina while simultaneously complimenting yourself and making it seem as if you're superior to her. That's not a real compliment, Donovan. And the fact that you don't see her energy means that your energy is the same, which is probably why y'all get along, because y'all are both grimy ass people. Come off as grimy to me. Sorry. The way y'all are treating people, it comes off as grimy. Sorry, Peja. Okay. So Joy and Clifton are in, they're in a great place. They're great. Paul says that he had a good time with Dakia, and because y'all, they did it in front of everybody. So everybody's there to contradict what the other person was saying. And I like that they did this. Okay. I thought that this was like the first time that they done it like this in past seasons. I haven't seen them have like a come together with everybody to discuss. And I like that they did this, right? Paul says he had a good time with Dakia and says that Carmen hasn't really been intentional in the process. And Carmen says, first of all, this one right here, referring to Paul, says, she says, this one right here. And he was like, first of all, my name is Paul. He said, I know what your name is. Okay. He told her that his date with Dakia was that's how he described it. Went on to say that he needed a woman who he was more sexually attracted to, as if he wasn't really attracted to Dakia. And honestly, y'all, I feel like Carmen might have been like putting 20 on 10, so to speak. But I absolutely feel like he said some of those things to her in order for her to throw that out there. The look on his face told me that there was some truth to it. And also, I feel like he knows that Carmen likes to feel like she's better or more sexy or more attractive than the other women. So even if he didn't really feel that way about Nakia, he may have told her that so that he can coax her ego so he can try to get her back over to him, since she's been solely focusing on Donovan. Okay? If you want to talk about somebody being conniving, Carmen is your person. Like, you want to talk about somebody acting fugazi in this process, I don't see how it's her and not Sabrina. Like, I mean, how it's Carmen, how it's Sabrina and not Carmen. Y'all know what I'm saying. But anyway, y'all, moving on from there, Nakia says she doesn't believe anything that Carmen says, because ever since she came into the situation, she's been on bullshit. Tommy basically slowed it down because the girls kind of went back and forth, and she was like, if you don't have it, then you just don't have it, talking about Nakia. And Nakia says, hey, at the end of the day, I am not insecure. Sexiness doesn't always have to be on display, and classy is always in style, and mine is real and yours is not. So ultimately, it is what it is. And Donovan was like, I'm so confused by this display by Carmen and Nakia. This is so childish. I was like, shut the fuck up. Sabrina says that, in this situation, she is choosing herself, which I appreciated. She said Donovan may not be ready based off of the time frame, and Demetrius wants a submissive woman, and that's not her default. She said there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just not my default. And Donovan, basically says that he doesn't know what the issue is. He thought that they had already talked about that, and he doesn't know why she still feels that way. Demetrius says that his friend said that he needed a submissive woman, but that wasn't him saying that. I said, but you never disagreed. You never disagreed, and you've been withholding from her, which is something that men do to control women. They withhold, and then they love bomb you. It's a push and pull effect. A lot of men know. I think men are taught in like middle school how to emotionally manipulate women or young girls, and I feel like Demetrius knows exactly what he's doing. But now he's questioning the connection that he has with Sabrina, because she is saying that being submissive is not her default. He says he's not going to put forth all that effort if she's still talking to other dudes. Donovan says that his strongest connection is with Carmen, and that Sabrina snapped at him when they were off camera. He basically was like, I wonder who's going home next. And she was like, it might be you. And that's what she said. She was like, I was joking. We were bantering. We were going back and forth when I said that. And I'm like, oh, so that's one of them times when niggas think they can play with you, and then when you play back, they won't get serious. When she rolled her eyes when he said it, I was like, yeah, he took that out of context so he could make her look bad. Like, that's just how the moment felt. The way he threw it out there, the way he was kind of going in on her a little bit to me, talking about she snapped at me. What are you even talking about? She says that they were joking, and he said that he wonders who's, I said that already. Tommy went to meet with Tina, and she never showed up, and she ignored his calls. Yeah, Tina don't want to be on this show no more. Tina wants y'all to leave her alone. Tina wants y'all to leave her alone. Leave her alone. Oh my God. Okay, I'm about to put the link in here so y'all can call in for Love and Marriage Huntsville, so we can talk about that, and then I can get out of here and go work out, because it's been a few days and I need to get it in. Okay, he's a B for that. Hold up. Ooh. I'm so confused why Sabrina thinks Donovan is still an option for her. She's taken the game past the point. She needs to go. Yeah, no, she needs to go. But I feel like she just figured that out this weekend, and if you look, like, her and Donovan were good until they came on his shirt. If you pay attention, that's how Demetrius felt, and he used his friend to project his feelings, which is weak to me. It is. He sat there silent when his friend said that shit, and I almost felt like that's a conversation that him and his friend had prior. Tina should have turned up for the meeting with Tommy, or at least take his call. I agree, which shows me she got some shit with her. Tina won't even be in the reunion. I understand. I really just think that some people's personalities aren't made for reality TV, and the shit look cute and the shit look fun until you're doing it and you realize this is not for me. I can't. It's too much. It's too much. I honestly just feel like I wish she would have been more communicative, which is why I feel like something is wrong with her. But I definitely feel like I don't begrudge her not wanting to be in the process anymore. Hey, I see you. I see you, Nola Reeves. No, Bonnie, I'm listening to Jim right now. Listen, I gotta go get my workout in too, girl. But we're about to move on to Love and Marriage, Huntsville. Before I do, I really would appreciate if y'all would like it up. Okay, we're back. All right, so I'm gonna do topic for topic this time, y'all. So we'll see how this works, because I only see Nola Reed's in the line right now, which is cool with me. Because child, we could not, if y'all don't want to, we could not, because I'm still jet lagged. Anyway, but there were a few things to talk about. Mel and Tiffany, Kimmy and Tisha, Marceau and Lewis with Maurice on the side, Martell and Melnica, and Tiffany and Stormy, and then lastly Tisha and Kiki. Okay, so there were a few, little meetups, little conversations that we can discuss. But first of all, I want your opinion on the situation between Mel and Tiffany. Because I know a lot of people paid attention to the way Mel was like, "Oh, Tiffany, long story short, you broke his heart and he was your soulmate and you left him because he ain't have no more money. Oh, girl, that's so sad." Yeah, it did seem like you want us to laugh. It did feel like that. But I looked at Mel's face, and Mel did hug Tiffany, and Tiffany was sharing. So it just kind of felt like, it felt like it may have sounded like Mel was making fun of her, but maybe she really wasn't. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Nola Reeves, what's up, girl?
Oh, girl, I'm so excited.
What's up?
I feel like I'm on with my favorite celebrity, for real, for real. Listen, I'm not mad at nobody giving Tiffany what Tiffany gave out, like, at all. At this moment, I feel like the way they all was talking and had jokes, like, I'm ready for Mel to be in her petty moment with all of them. With all of them, like, I'm not mad with it. What I was mad with is Tiffany talking about she wanted that man to have more money, and all I could think was, you know what? Did you ever think that man wanted somebody who didn't dress like his grandma wearing matching Sunday suits on the first Sunday?
That might be a thought. That may have been.
I'm just saying.
She do be dressed like a grandma, girl. I don't know what's going on. She's a very pretty woman in person. I want to say that. Like, I feel like you see people on TV, but when you see somebody in person, like Tiffany is a very pretty woman. Light skin aside, you know what I'm saying? Because I know people like to think just because somebody light skin they pretty, but no, like she really is pretty. And yeah, she thick in her thighs and wears a lot of big dresses. And when you thick in the thighs, you got to put on some tights.
I just feel like if she says she 34, she dressed like she's 64, and I want her to stop. That suit that she had on in the confessional.
It wasn't it? What happened? I can't hear it no more. Oh, she left and then hold up.
Head went out. I just moved, so I ain't find a sweet spot yet in everywhere in my house. You know how the internet people be cutting up.
Yeah.
I don't think Tiffany is ugly. I just want her to stop dressing like a grandma. I'm not mad at Mel for giving nobody what the hell they've been giving her the past few seasons. I'm not mad. Everybody want Mel to act like she's healed, and she's not. You got to give a person a chance to get the hell over it. Everybody want to be sitting up here talking about how Mel should have bought them kids and old Mel wrong. But at the end of the day, wasn't y'all the same people last year who was going up for Mel when Martell was walking up on her at events thinking that, oh my God, he must beat her. Now she got to be running to bring him the kids. Now he should have planned that book signing on his week. They're not there yet in their level of co-parenting. And I need people to stop acting like they ain't been a bit of baby mama or done sided with their friend who was a bit of baby mama. That woman still dealing and healing. Get the hell over it. And Tiffany, child, people doing the you on you, and I'm here for it.
And that's that on that.
And that's all I got to say. Thank you, Bondy.
Thank you for coming in, love. You know we gonna talk. You know we gonna talk, girl. Come on in, Adrian. What's up?
What up, boo? Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on?
Girl, let me hurry up and get through this so I can finish cooking real quick. Okay. So, girl, I'm finna go out of town, so I'm trying to food prep for my husband. I'm about to be gone for like 4 days. So, okay, Mel and Tiffany, I definitely feel like Mel produced that scene in order to push Tiffany along to get her to finally reveal something. She did talk about how she wanted a better life and da 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 da. We got that part in the reunion. What stuck out to me was her talking about that guy was her soulmate. And I wonder how Lewis feels about hearing that. She seemed like she was still kind of going through something whenever she thinks about him. She kind of had this look, like this far off look in her eye, you know. I think that Mel definitely confirmed what we all knew, that Martell gave her that last minute notice. I do like how, again, Mel, the manager, she seems to be really about her business, really holding him. She said, she's like, listen, next time we have anything, we're going to make sure it is on your weekend. You know, she seemed like she's not going to allow him to continue to play like that. Not when she's involved, right? Lou definitely went down and punked out in front of Marcel. I felt like that was just a completely unfair playing field. Like, that's their restaurant. He's not going to get 2 buck on them. Then it's 2-on-1. You got Maurice and Marcel sitting there. But he just talks to all this big stuff in front of Tiffany. This is the second season we've seen you do this now. You done talk this big stuff about these men in front of your wife, and then you get in front of them and nut up. And just basically got sunned. Stormy and Tiffany, I didn't understand that conversation at all. I felt like initially Stormy was like, okay, I'm trying to get to know you better. Da, da, da. We had this moment, whatever. But to me, when Tiffany put it out there, like, okay, what was it that seemed to cause you an issue? And she said, well, it was that ignorant comment, but I don't want to talk about that. That, to me, Tiffany is not my favorite, but that would have annoyed me too. You called me out here to so-called get to know me better. Obviously, there's an issue. I'm putting it on the table because something that I said has offended you about this supposed ignorant comment. So let's just work through it. At least for you to just put it out there why you felt a way about it, at least. But for her to just kind of move on, I was like, no, that's going to become an issue. You're going to always have an issue with her underlying because of that. So why are you really talking to this girl? But I want to know more about her IVF. I want to know more about the endometriosis. You know how many Black women are going through that? They just had that special Eggs Over Easy, which was all about Black women and fertility issues. Okay. I want to know more about that, Stormy. I want to know more about her and Mel running around as business women, running back and forth between Atlanta and Alabama, getting it, signing it. I want to see that. I want to see that. If Mel's not going to hang with Destiny, then she need to be hanging with Stormy and showing us how to get this. I got Stormy's ebook, Content That Sells or something like that. Because Stormy made 20 million in a year with Canvas Beauty. So Stormy know what she's doing. So I would like to see her and Mel get more. It's just Mel ain't going to hang with Destiny. And then Tisha and Kiki, what's the word? Somebody around the word I heard, they said there might have been some little critters in her house. Maybe that's what it was. Because I said, what in the world? Why would you have to warn Mel and Martell? I said, somebody following her? Somebody might roll up on them. Does she got a stalker? Her ex-husband acting crazy? That's what I thought. Then when somebody said, no, it might be critters, I said, oh, okay. Okay. So we'll see if anybody from Huntsville actually spilled the tea. Let me go on, girl. My stuff is boiling. All right. I'll talk to you later, baby.
Bye.
Bye, honey.
All right, come on in here, prosperity thick. What's going on?
Hey y'all. Hey Bondi. I'm so glad you started calling. Last week I came in too late, but I was making sure I made it today.
All right, I'm glad you made it. What's up?
Mel and Tiffany. I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she don't want to be married to no broke. I don't care what nobody say. I feel like Karen. That's a hard 34. You're not gonna ever make me believe that. Maybe she started trying to have a baby at 34, and now she mentioned to say she like 40 or 42 or something. but you're not never gonna make me believe that you have been for 34 in the last 8 years. No, baby, that ain't gonna fly. I felt like the other girl. How did Lewis feel hearing you say that man your soulmate and get choked up like that? Because I would have some questions.
I'm gonna tell you, he probably not as violent as you think, because they have said often that they have talked about these things, and the fact that that man died, I'm sure that she has already communicated this with him. The way they talk, I'm sure that they've already talked about this portion of it, and he dead. So when Lewis, what is there for Lewis to really feel bad about?
I just would like to hear the conversation. Can we be transparent as they are? I just want to hear it.
I do want
What
to
they
know how
say transparent.
I would like for them to have that conversation about how he feels. And I also feel like there's still a portion of this that Tiffany is not being like very clear on, because I want to know the timeline between when when you divorced the husband, when you got with Lewis, and then how much money is Lewis making? Is life really that better? Have you know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to know. I'm interested.
Exactly. And she also said that man was sick. So was he sick when you was with him? Did he get sick afterward? Did you not want the responsibility of taking care of a sick person? Like, tell us the truth. Tell us everything. Was it just money or was it a whole situation?
I think it was time too, because when she said he was working a lot and it still wasn't procuring a nice life for her and her son, I can understand. I think most women can understand that. Like, you sitting up here acting like they don't care about, scratching and surviving good times. Ain't nobody about to be out here with a nigga that's like, for years and years and you still struggling. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I understand that part. Nobody wants to be. No, we're not doing that. I'm not gonna marry you unless we're gonna be comfortable. First of all, but I still want to know, was he sick at that time or was
I
it
don't think
just
so.
the factor of the money?
They said somebody said he died within like the last 2 years. And that makes me think that they probably were divorced before he got sick. Maybe it was a COVID or something. I don't know.
Okay, and Lewis must be making some money because she made a birthday wedding, like she wanted to marry him and he didn't even know about it. So
Right.
he must be doing something right.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
What was the next scene?
Well, we did the Marcel, we did Tisha and
Oh
Kiki.
no, Marceau. I'm gonna need only you can prevent forest fires, Lewis, to have that same rah rah in his voice that he had with Tiffany when he was talking to Marceau, because Marceau was like, "Who the hell? What makes you like he got real buck with you?"
It was real sporty.
Yeah, and you was all Tiffany got scared a little bit when you was at home. So what happened to all that? I don't care if you was at his restaurant, y'all was outside. I don't care where you was at. When he did all that, who the hell you think you are to be questioning my marriage? You should have been like, nigga, I'm Lewis, and I want to and not questions. I had some questions, I had some opinions, and that's what I gave. Point blank period. Don't say you sorry because you're not. You wasn't sorry when you was talking to Tiffany.
No. Ooh.
And y'all, Stormy, I like Stormy. I like Stormy. But y'all keep saying she got this mean face. She does not have a mean face. Her lip, her upper lip and her nose has no separation. That's what that is. That's her face. It's not a mean face. That's her face. She has she has black girl features.
I don't think she has a mean face. I think she has a mean girl energy on the show.
Yeah.
I won't say I felt
Yeah.
that from her in person, but when when I'm watching the show, you definitely giving Tiffany fever for no real reason. Like, she hasn't really done anything to you in order for you to dislike her to the level of which you dislike her, which makes
And
it seem like you've been watching the show and that's why you feel the way you feel about her. And that's not necessarily a good thing.
exactly, because once you came in to be a cast member, all that should have been wiped clean because that was for show. She did what she was supposed to do. She did what the producers did, and they edited the way they did. We don't know the whole thing. So once you became a cast member, that should have been like, okay, I'm gonna come in and give her a whole new slate. But you ain't doing that. You just mad at this lady, and you want to be mad. What's the ignorant? Because you're not gonna call me ignorant. I'm gonna show you ignorant since you want to call me ignorant, and you supposed to be this bout it. I'm gonna get bout it with you. We're not gonna play these games.
But
And
you
I
could
like
tell that's
Stormy.
I mean, that's not Tiffany. Tiffany, not the, Tiffany, I think Tiffany, one of my racial girls. I don't think they be out here fighting like that. They know how to,
You ain't
argue.
gotta fight. You ain't gotta fight, but I'm gonna give you the energy that you're gonna give me. She gave it at the party with the that's like being 12 years old.
She did shade her. She did.
Right. So you know how she know how to do it. Then Kiki and Tisha.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, they did. They did say it was some critters. They said it was some little bed things. But then on her live, she said it wasn't no bed thing. But she said she had never had no bugs. But then she was like, "Well, I did have bugs." So that made me think like I ain't had bed bugs, but I might have had roaches. I don't know which one it was, but she didn't. She didn't clear that up.
That's because she probably had one of the other. That's probably
That's what I'm saying. Like it probably wasn't bad, but it probably wasn't that nasty. But it probably was some roaches. She just don't clean up every time she cook or something. I don't know. But Tisha, you can't be mad at your cousin for doing what you done did to Mel all 4 damn seasons. I understand that's your family, and I'm never gonna go against my family. But some people will. So you can't be mad if the girl say you done did the same thing to her. And she done did the same thing back. But she really didn't even say nothing that wasn't already said. All she said was she had to look at her marriage before. What did she give us? Nothing. She gave us what coleslaw give us? Nothing.
And y'all know coleslaw is not a goddamn thing.
Right. So why is you so mad that she said that you had to look at your marriage? We all know you had to look at your marriage. We looking at your marriage like you crazy. Your marriage is janky as hell. Y'all keep talking about put respect on y'all marriage. Tell your husband to put some respect on your marriage, and maybe we will put some respect on your marriage. Because until then, you're going to get what you're getting, which is laughs and giggles, and you looking stupid. Stop letting your mama do your dirty work and be a woman and do your own dirty work. Because today in that video was the most that I ever seen your husband touch you, wiping that Vaseline off your face. Your face was greasy. That's the most I've seen y'all look like y'all like each other.
When that happened?
They did a video today. They did a live today.
Oh,
and they was talking, yeah, he just did it like 2 hours ago. He was talking about Maurice wanting to smoke because Maurice said that maybe the money done changed him. And he said the money ain't changed him, but if he gets some abs, that would change him. Because he saw himself getting out that pool when he supposed to been breaking up Martell and Mel, and it was jiggly, which we all saw. Which we all saw
ever since. He's been.
So he said, yeah, he said he been in the gym, and I'm like, if you've been in the gym since last season, you ain't got one ab yet.
No, but he got some upper chest muscles. I see him. I saw him in his little turtleneck. I was like, all right, I see you, Marceau. That's why a lot of his confidence came from to talk to Lewis like that, because now y'all not getting the guys together. Thank you, Prosperity. I appreciate you.
All right, y'all. Thanks, babe.
All right. Bye. Let me read this one and we're going to get to Rain with Ricardo. Queen B, thank you so much for the super chat. Stormy did admit she had preconceived notions for Tiffany because she watched the show, but she now loves Tiffany. I think Stormy would. I think so too. And I'm telling y'all, if you meet, it's crazy how when you meet somebody in person, you really get a better understanding of them. Like Tiffany is a super sweet person. Like, and I honestly don't care if people feel like I'm cutting her a break. I don't feel like I am. I don't care how y'all feel about that. I think that's weird to meet somebody and they be sweet to you and then you get up there and still act like they not sweet. Like, that's weird. Y'all are weird when y'all expect me to do that. Ex-Tina, 32. Going on, Rain with Ricardo, girl. What's going on?
Can you hear me? Am I good?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, we're gonna start off with Thick Dives Save Lives, the couple. Tiffany calling the ex-husband who passed away her soulmate. I don't really have a problem with it. If Lewis don't have a problem with it, granted, it's not my marriage. That's not my relationship. And a lot of people have different soulmates. You find your soulmate in friends. You might find your soulmate in, an ex. But as long as you are happy in the relationship you're currently in and you're in love, I ain't got no problem with it.
Right.
Lewis don't have no problem with it. Him and his size. And Lewis, we just gonna continue with you because I wanted you to really boss up on the milk dud and that gummy bear built batch. They both built like movie snacks. How you gonna let them talk to you like that?
Not movie snacks.
They both built like movie snacks. We know it, you know it, everybody in the whole world knows it. How are you gonna let them talk to you like that? Don't talk about my marriage. The whole world is talking about your marriage. You put your marriage on television.
This is true.
Just like the people on Facebook be upset when somebody talking about them. You put your business out on Facebook, so why can't we comment? We see the light in your wife's eyes die every time, you don't touch her
This is
or
true.
say you love her or
Thank you.
won't confirm nor deny that you were cheating on her. I would say she could come stay with me, but she can't. I'm sorry. She'll bring Wanda, and I don't have time for it. I would have to put her and them children out. On top of that, do you spend time with your children, Gummy Bear? Have you learned that one of those children are allergic to peanuts yet?
Oh, right. Have you learned that? Every time I see them, I feel like they got kids I ain't never seen before. I'm like, where did that older one come from? I remember the little ones. I don't know what's going on over there the Scout household.
Wait, okay, so it was Ashley, and I was watching her review, and it was last episode where like we saw everybody with the kids, right?
Yeah.
And Ashley was like, I would love to see Marcel and Tisha's kids or them with the kids. And I was like, the last time we saw them kids, Marcel almost killed one of them because he tried to give the child peanut butter.
Yes, we remember. He was trying to cook when Tisha was asking him to be more involved in them kids' lives.
Almost killed that child. Stormy and Tiffany, their whole conversation. Stormy, just admit that you were a fan of the show. You watched it. You, like the rest of us last season, really wasn't feeling Tiffany, but we came with a new season trying to give her a clean slate, which you should have done too because you're now a cast member. And talk more about like the fertility, like not fertility issues, but please speak more about that.
Yeah, the endometriosis and stuff like that. And Tiffany wanting to have a baby. Yes, y'all, Tiffany does give 34 in the face. She absolutely does. Like in person, she does not give like 45 like y'all are perceiving it. I really do think it's her demeanor more so than her looks. Like it's how she dresses, it's how she talks.
That part.
Yeah.
She dressed like somebody. She dressed like a substitute teacher.
Yes. Yes. And then you hope that she's not fucking the football players.
Yes. She's dressed like a substitute teacher. You hope she's not messing around with students. And I really wish she would dress her age. But I can't talk about nobody's fashions because I likes to keep it very comfortable in my sweats unless I got to go outside.
I think she just likes a full skirt.
Yeah, it's okay. And then the last Martell and Mel the manager. Once again, I have to reiterate this from last week. If Mel, the ex-wife and the mother of the children, would have given him or taken those children on her week to something that he was having, then that would give him an inch to take a mile to then want to infringe on her time with the kids.
Because how as soon as this happened, and he was like, we got to make sure that next time we have it on my week.
Right. Infringe on her time. And then now it's like, oh, well, I want to take the kids to this, or I have to go do this, or I want to go club hopping with Ariane. So can you just take the kids? Even though you may be somewhere on business, can you get back and get the kids?
Do you think that Ariane and do you think Martell is using Ariane still to make Mel upset with those videos and stuff?
Yep. First of all, you only using her because you think that lady is with Hill Harper. And I'm just going to say it. If she was with Hill Harper, I wouldn't blame her because that man is fine. Okay?
40, baby.
That man been fine.
40
ounces. I don't know when.
Okay.
Don't get mad because she traded up.
What you feel about Kiki?
Child, okay. Freshman year, little quick story. Freshman year, my mama just had my little sister, and being a good Samaritan, she let one of her cousins' children move in with us.
didn't know these people had bed bugs and they brought it into our house. We didn't know. Didn't know. So we had to throw everything out, cleaned it all out, got them all done. But we had to go to a funeral in Chicago, and my grandpa, the family we were supposed to stay with, my grandpa called up there and was flapping them gums and told them. And we had no place to stay. And my uncle who drove us up there was like, he's my grandpa's brother. He was like, so since you want to be the one flapping your gums, you're paying for a hotel room. So I'm just saying this. The time we did get them was not because we was dirty. It's because my mama was trying to be nice and let somebody's kids stay with us. And they didn't tell us that they was going to be bringing critters with them.
Tell somebody when you got bed bugs, because they saying that Kiki had bed bugs. And so that's why Tisha told Mel and them, hey, she got bed bugs. And honestly, we all feel like you should tell people
Yeah.
they have bed bugs. But for this situation, do you feel like Tisha always talks about people as well? It's almost like, why are we getting mad when we all doing the same thing?
That's the thing. It's just like, first of all, I thought the girl said she wasn't going to go before. It was like a disinviting situation. On top of that, Tisha can't hold water. You couldn't rob a bank with her because she would go and tell the people that y'all robbed the bank.
She would. She's not to be trusted.
And then she would snitch, so she would get a lighter sentence.
Oh, you right.
Damn. So first of all, she been talking about people. She was talking about the Ariane and the Mel and Martell situation before Mel even knew anything about who the girl was.
This is true. She was the one who pulled out that the BMW receipt. Mel didn't know about the 2 matching cars and shit. She pulled that shit out of pocket. But Ricardo, I gotta let you go, love. Okay. I got 3 more people. So thank you for calling in, and I'll see you next time.
Okay.
All right, B, what's going on, girl?
Hey. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I ain't gonna stay before you long, but I got a couple things.
Go ahead, girl.
First thing, Lewis, at this point, I am officially done with you. See, I don't know if y'all caught it, but when Marceau, when he came in and he was like getting ready to get into the conversation, Marceau said, go ahead and take that shot. To me, that felt like a nod to last season where you was like, oh, things would go so much different if I had took that shot.
You right about that. I forgot.
Take your shot and let's talk. And you done took your shot and you still shrank. You the biggest man in the room, but ended up looking like the smallest one.
He shouldn't have let them boys punk him. I'm mad he let them punk him, bro.
I sat there, I was amused. Because I'm like, okay, come on with the smoke. You done came in here to talk. Where's the smoke? Where's a flame? Where's a match? Nothing. So that was hilarious to me. And then when you got the Scotts both doing their doggone analogies, you already knew it was downhill from there. They start talking about teachers and students, and that's how they win. They wear you down.
Yeah, they really do. They tie your ass out, got you on the ropes.
I'm trying to tell you. And the last thing when it comes to Kiki and Tisha, number one, Tisha, you said it. You done hemmed and hawed and went back and forth and admitted and then said, well, I told you everything I said, but I ain't said nothing. Did you say something or didn't you?
Okay.
Did you apologize or didn't you?
Okay.
You said something. It is what it is. Kiki, stand up in it. You don't like her. And I'm trying to me, Kiki seems opportunistic because how you gonna check Kimmy last season?
Ooh.
But then come up in here this season, and then how you gonna get mad that she's talking to this woman about your business and then go and talk to that same woman about her business? It doesn't make sense. Then another thing, Tisha, how are you gonna sit up here and say, well, you don't think that Melody maybe lied to you because she was mad with me? Well, 4 years ago, you and Melody was cool, weren't you?
Ooh. So why would she have lied?
Right. What reason would she have had to lie on you? So you telling on yourself, as far as I'm concerned.
To me, she's telling on herself by letting it be known how much she don't like Mel. You want Mel to be the bad guy so bad.
So bad. So everything is Mel's fault.
That you admitted to this, but now you're gonna be like Mel could have lied. But you admitted to it. So why are you still trying to make Mel out to seem like the bad guy?
Oh yeah. Look, I just got him off the boob. But but yeah, that's all I gotta say. Just some things. it don't sit right with me. And Kiki's opportunistic. Tisha, we already know you don't like Melody. It's all fake and phony. Y'all ain't as close as y'all thought y'all were. Y'all ain't never been close as far as I'm concerned. Family or not, I'll feed you with a long handled spoon.
Okay.
That's it. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Y'all follow B Stokes on YouTube, y'all. All right, boo. All right, and lastly, Thando, what's up, love? Is you there? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yes,
What's
sorry
up?
about that. It's Tando, by the way. I think, first of all, with the Martell situation, I just think he's trying to make a quick buck. All right, all the brands that he's putting out are really not authentic to who he is. He's just trying to do whatever he can. And then with the Tiffany, I think Tiffany's her name.
Yes.
I don't think the guy, the ex-husband, was the soulmate. I just think she said it out of guilt. Like she feels bad for what she's done, and now to like maybe make herself feel better about the situation, she's saying that. And also Tisha, she's a hypocrite. She likes condemning certain behaviors and then she does it to other people. So yeah, that's all I have to say.
Well, thank you, Thando. I appreciate your perspective.
All right, cool.
All right. We'll call back next time too, love.
I will.
Bye-bye. All right, y'all. That's it. That's all, child. That's all I got. You was ensuring y'all would clash yourself out. Oh, happy birthday, Nafisa. Nafisa's daughter. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, boo. Definitely guilt. Okay. That makes sense. It does. But that's all I got for y'all today. I have to go back to watch a few more shows so that I can get back on the good foot, because y'all know I was off this weekend for Ooh Ladies' first panel situation. It was Niecy's wedding, so I had to go and show up for the girls. But yeah, I will definitely be back for another Ratchet Reality. We'll do Candy and Marriage Boot Camp and Love After Lockup. That feel like the appropriate step for the next video, you know? I'm trying to think. I feel like there's some other things I want to talk about. We'll see. But either way, love y'all so much. Hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Thank y'all for joining me and see y'all next time.